Okay, so we're going to work on slope of a secant, and it's joining 2 points. This is a quadratic, and quickly looking at it, just to give you an idea, we're going to get into the secant part. I can factor this very quickly so I can get an idea of what the shape looks like on a graph. I can take the common factor of x out, so x would come out and I'd be left with 5x minus 8. So if this was 0, when y is equal to 0 is on the x-axis, well, one of my x's would be 0 and the other one would be 8. Sorry, if I set that equal to 0, it would be 8 over 5. 8 over 5, which is 3/5, 1 3/5, so an odd number. So anyways, our x-intercepts, one is right here at 0, and the other one is 1 3/5, so something like that. So I have some parabola, because it's positive, that goes up and down like this. Well, they want us to find the slope of the secant that makes a line from x at -2, so that'd be -2, something here, and x at 1, well, x at 1 is something here. So it's some line that's creating this. Okay, I'm just going to fix that line a little. It goes through those 2 points. Okay, so we need to find the slope of this specific line. Well, in order to do that, the slope of a line, if you remember, and we also do it with instantaneous rate of change, is change in y divided by change in x. Right? So there's 2 ways we can write it. y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1. Or in advanced functions, they usually say f at x2 subtract f at x1.
Yeah, I like that one.
You don't like that one? It's the exact same thing.
Yeah.
And then x2 minus x1. And all it's really saying is we need to plug these values, x minus 2 and x minus 1, into this equation to find out what their f at x values are. And then we put it into the slope formula. So let's do that quickly. The first one, we'll do f at -2. Formula is 5x. Oh, where is it now?
Squared minus 8x.
Perfect. Minus 8x. So replace the x's with -2. Minus 8. -2, that's going to give us 4 times 5 is 20. -2 is plus 16. It's 36. So one of the coordinates is at -2 and 36. And the other one, what was it? X at 1 they wanted? Mm-hmm. So f at 1 into the exact same formula. Well, that's going to give us 5 times 1 squared minus 8 times 1, which gives us 5 minus 8, -3, which makes sense. So the other one was 1 and -3. So these are our x1, and I'm going to call this f at x1, just so you get that idea. It's essentially the y value, and x2 and f at x2. So we just got to find the slope. Once we have these coordinates, we do our slope formula. So change in y over change in x. So our f at x2 is -3. Subtract f at x1, which is 36, divided by x2, which is 1, subtract x1, which is -2. Okay? This will become -39 over 3, which becomes -13. So the slope of that secant line, they just wanted the slope, right? The slope of that secant line is -13. So the rise is -13, the run would be 1. And that's all that is.